kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
The summer sun beat down mercilessly on the forests and hills of Northern California, its heat relentless. It had been weeks since the last rainfall, and the dry winds carried the scent of pine needles and danger. In the heart of the wilderness, a spark, a single fleeting ember, ignited a fire. That spark grew into a monstrous blaze, fueled by the dry conditions and spreading with terrifying speed. Smoke billowed into the sky, visible for miles. Animals fled in panic, and residents in nearby towns evacuated their homes. The wildfire showed no signs of slowing down. This was no ordinary fire, and it would require extraordinary efforts to combat it. Chapter 1. A call for heroes. As news of the wildfire spread, a team of heroes assembled. Each one possessed unique abilities tied to the elements of nature, and together they had faced numerous challenges. Aqua, the calm and focused leader, had the power to control water, summoning it from lakes, rivers, and even the air. Zephyr, the agile and quick-witted wind manipulator, could redirect gusts and control airflow to suppress flames. Ember, a resilient firefighter with immunity to heat, had the ability to smother small fires by absorbing their energy. Flora, a gentle yet determined botanist, could accelerate the growth of plants to restore burned areas. The heroes met at a command center set up near the forest's edge. Maps and satellite images showed the wildfire's trajectory, a sprawling mass of red and orange cutting through the landscape. "We need to act fast," Aqua said. Chapter 2. Into the Inferno. The team split up, each taking on a specific role in the operation. Aqua focused on creating water barriers and extinguishing flames near critical areas. Zephyr used her wind powers to redirect the fire away from towns. Ember ventured into the heart of the blaze to rescue trapped animals and clear paths for firefighters. Flora stayed on the outskirts, planting fast-growing vegetation to stabilize the soil and prevent landslides after the fire. The heroes worked tirelessly, but the fire was relentless. At one point, Ember encountered a family of deer trapped in a circle of flames. She dashed in, her heat-resistant body shielding the frightened animals, and guided them to safety. Meanwhile, Zephyr faced a challenge of her own. Using wind to redirect flames was risky. A wrong move could worsen the situation. With precision and focus, she created controlled gusts that steered the fire away from a small village. Chapter 3. The Human Connection. While battling the fire, the team encountered firefighters, volunteers, and local residents who had stayed behind to help. Among them was Miguel, a retired firefighter who shared his knowledge about wildfire behavior. "Your powers are incredible," Miguel told the team. "But even heroes need to work with a community. Together, we're stronger." Inspired by Miguel's words, the heroes began involving the locals in their efforts. Flora taught residents how to create fire breaks by clearing vegetation, while Aqua coordinated water distribution to protect homes. Zephyr organized evacuation routes, ensuring everyone, including pets and livestock, could escape safely. Chapter 4. The Turning Point. After days of battling the wildfire, the team faced its greatest challenge yet. A sudden change in wind direction caused the fire to surge toward a densely populated area. Evacuations were underway, but time was running out. The heroes sprang into action. Aqua summoned a massive wave from a nearby reservoir, dousing the advancing flames. Zephyr worked alongside her, creating a wind tunnel to drive the water further. Ember and Flora guided firefighters. Despite their efforts, the fire continued to advance. That's when Aqua had an idea. "We need to combine our powers," she said. Pooling their strengths, the heroes created a powerful elemental storm. Aqua summoned rain, Zephyr directed the winds. Ember absorbed stray flames and Flora stabilized the ground. Together they extinguished the fire's leading edge, buying enough time for the remaining residents to evacuate. Chapter 5: Rebuilding and Recovery. With the fire finally contained, the team turned their attention to recovery. Flora led efforts to replant trees and restore habitats for displaced animals. Aqua worked to purify water sources contaminated by ash, while Zephyr helped clear debris from roads and trails. Ember coordinated with firefighters to ensure hotspots were fully extinguished. The heroes also focused on education. They held workshops in local schools, teaching children about fire safety and the importance of protecting the environment. Residents learned about sustainable practices to reduce the risk of future wildfires. One day, as the team surveyed the regrowth in a previously scorched area, a group of children approached them. "Thank you for saving our town," one of them said, holding out a drawing of the heroes battling the flames. Aqua smiled. Chapter 6: A New Hope. Months later, the forest began to heal. Green shoots sprouted from the blackened ground, animals returned to their habitats, and the air was filled with the sounds of life. The wildfire had left its mark, but it also brought the community closer together. The team, now known as the Firefighters of Hope, continued their mission, responding to disasters and inspiring others to protect the planet. They knew the fight against wildfires and climate change was far from over, but they also knew that together they could make a difference. As they stood at the edge of the reborn forest, Aqua turned to her team. "This isn't just about fighting fires," she said. "It's about building a future where we work with nature, not against it." The heroes nodded, ready for whatever challenges lay ahead.